Show Masandawana, another installment of the Yellow Corner. We bring you the preview of the big one, the game of the weekend. The mighty Mamelodi Sundowns up against Amapagania, Puenzo Mahlabe, Opo Pedi Sakeng, Impa Sundowns Eketsetsa Sakeng Lela Pirates Matsatsingana. And today we're joined by a huge Orlando Pirates fan, a coach of TK Rangers, a technocrat. Box, welcome to the Yellow Corner. Please feel at home the same way Sundowns does when we visit Orlando.
Thank you, for hosting me, and I would like to greet Kanyas and all my Sandawanas out there. Thank you.
It's a coach. Raps, Mnat.
I'm not.
How are you feeling about this week?
But on this and Sharpo, we are playing against Orlando Pirates and Agbono Pirates is Sundowns. But what's bang Tabi so from an early age, what's bang history high which team he started supporting, they will surely understand the Ross age is their Sundowns.
Emon, I can have the meeting. I get some mic or the meeting in Japan. Please respect me. Please.
Okay, it's fine.
Box, are you nervous? How are the nerves got this game?
Hey, it's stressful, especially these days. But I have hope this time around. Small hope. People on this team, they will be dancing in our home ground.
No, Arike, it's my situation that requires us to dance really Orlando, eh?
Yeah, but there's this false thing people push or no Sundowns play always play around their Sundowns. But it's only last season where you beat us because of our previous plumber. Otherwise, the last time you beat us at Orlando it was in 2017. So we can't say it's a playground. You know that at Orlando, I think you're the only team or not, if not two, that beat us last season at Orlando. So even this time around, it's still going to be tough. We know how the plumber messed up our team last season. So this season, I think things will be much different and better.
Okay. No, we'll get onto that. It got our record in Orlando in a few minutes. But I just want to start by asking you this question, man. Don't you think it would have been better for Pirates to get rid of Jay-Z at the end of last season so that the incoming coaches can have time to prepare a team throughout pre-season? Because yes, they were there pre-season, but they were not the head coaches, so they couldn't implement whatever they are now implementing, and the season is a start.
I think actually our management let us down. Zimbabwe wasn't even supposed to finish last season. It's been very poor. I was very disappointed that they gave him a pre-season, and which delayed our process for progress this season. Already they announced Nikazi on time. He had time maybe to start pre-season, but Orlando Pirates decided to no. We will keep Zimbabwe. Then 1 or 2 games in a new season, then they fire him. So it shows you how poorly Orlando Pirates is ran. Our management failed us there. Because I'm sure now the team could be on gear 5, but we are still trying to implement Ngazi Ball's philosophy. So they let us down, honestly.
Yeah, I know it could have been better, man. And I'm sure the two guys who are now heading the team, maybe they could the players that they wanted, but they couldn't get them because they were not the head coaches, you know. But yeah, Rabs, Pirates start to the new season. But let's say, but your first game, first official game of the season, ke Swallows, ne? And they right now they are currently fourth on the log, having played 4 games. They drew 2 and won 2, scored 6 goals, and then conceded 3. What they are sitting on 8 points. What have you made of their start to the season, Rapela?
Look, I think they started quite well. Like they've done very well, and just like Box have said, or even though that they should have got rid of Zimbabwe last season, so that Nikazi and Faklu could have enough time to set up the team how they'd like to play. So I think they've started very well, but like Nikazi has said, as much as they've collected 6 points in the previous 2 games, there's still so much to do in terms of fixing the team, in terms of getting the team to play the way they want. It is still enough. There's still a lot of things to be done, but they are moving to the right direction. They have appointed a great coach. He has proven himself. Go Arrows, and with the little resources that he had, Go Arrows, he managed to fight and finish in the top 3. So I think at Pirates the expectations are high. Orlando Pirates wants to compete, and he has a lot of pressure in his shoulders. But I would like to see how he will deal with this pressure.
Rapela, you say they've appointed a new coach. Has the structure mentioned, put out a statement or Mandla Ngigaziki, official Orlando Pirates coach?
because of he's more involved in body press conference, post-match interviews, one would say he's a coach, but
are you saying Coach Rulani is now the one on 51 at Sundowns and Coach Mangova is now on 49 at Sundowns? Because what are you saying? What Coach Rulani is doing this season?
But at least to Rona, last season it was Mangova was doing most of the interviews. This season it is Mangova. One could say like they are circulating this thing, but cooperating for and Nikazi just came now. No, since I sharp about interview. So one would say a coach, but it is tough to answer the man coach.
Yeah, no, they're waiting until the Alanka thing Mole Orlando or get how or I don't even know how guy team don't be surprised if there's a new coach next week, Mole. But Box, what have you made of how you guys have started the season?
I think we started slow. Then I think with more games, because actually like Nzikazi came in, he's trying to implement his philosophy. So it's not overnight thing. So it's a process. It needs time. In the previous 2 to 3 games, you can see what he's trying to do with this team. So hence I say I have confidence in this project. So I will be patient with him and maybe give him at least, I think in the next coming 10 games, we'll see where this project is going. Even if we lose on Saturday, Pirates should keep Ngikazi as head coach and Fatlu as his assistant. In my book, actually, Fatlu doesn't exist. You know, if you've been part of 3 failed project, then what gives you maybe confidence to know this person is anything positive that will bring white team? So so I will not give him any credit now, because he's been there with all our 3 previous coaches without any significant improvement or maybe something more or no, this guy is doing this thing and this thing. He was plumbering together with Jay-Z. They were like this. So not that guy.
So, Box, you saying you prepared to give Coach Mandla and Ngigazi a chance, ne?
Yes.
Say you can see what he's trying to build, ne? And
yes.
Say you guys don't win anything this season, but you can see Norman. This is the philosophy. This is where we go. You can see direction. Are you here? Would you be happy with going into the new season? Let's say we not next, but seeing the direction Klapa Enga.
Yeah, if I can see maybe by the end of the season that the team is competing, maybe if we can finish second on the log, then I would take that thing. But if we finish 3, 4th, then I think we'll need a new coach. The team has to be competitive. We can't build like the whole season trying to in the second round. I'm expecting the team to be well-oiled machine. I think that's enough time to implement the philosophy. So anything more than that, if they still need more time, then I will loan them maybe to cheaper.
Hey, Vox. Yeah. Let's move to our record in Orlando. Last year we beat you guys 3-0, and then in the season 19-20 you guys won 1-0. 18-19 we played a 0-0 draw. 17-18 we beat you guys 1-3, and then 16-17 we beat you guys 0-2. So in the last 5 we've won 3, lost 1, and we drew 1.
But it's been a long time ago since you. No, last season we lost once, ne?
You what?
Was it?
No,
we lost only one game at Orlando against Sundowns.
Against Sundowns, yeah.
The second one was in
in Loftus. We had beat you guys Loftus 4-1. Net Bank, ne? Yeah. Actually, we beat you guys 3 times last season. We beat you 1-0, 4-1, and 3-0 last season.
Hey, Zimbabwe, Pela Sundowns was scared of us when before Zimbabwe came in. People will come and play with double fullbacks and play very defensive game. Now Sundowns come to Orlando and they even dominate. I'm glad that guy left our team. They should have given him that M10 actually.
With our record, Orlando now, there are 3 wins in 5 games and 1 draw and 1 defeat. Are you really confident going into this game? Because the coach might be different, obviously a few different players, but again, it's another thing, psychological happy. The players that who have been there all these years, when Sundowns rocks up in Orlando, they think, yes, these ones, every time are you confident or you guys will get something on Saturday? We haven't considered, don't forget that.
I won't pay attention that much to that one because we also had a very long unbeaten streak at Orlando for many games. I think it was plus 30 games, if I'm not mistaken. So I won't stress over that 2 to 3 games that we lost against Sundowns at Orlando. So I will only focus, my focus will be on the tactics on the field, how we approach the game, not about the records. Anything can happen in football. So even Liverpool, who would have thought Liverpool would lose at Anfield last season?
Box, behave. I want some more this time. Don't talk about such. We're not here to talk about Liverpool only say mention positive things. Yeah, Rapelan, when your take on our record, Orlando?
Look, Orlando to go high, but Pirates, they come in this game as the underdog. The pressure is more on Mamelodi Sundowns because of we are the favorites. We are unbeaten. We have not considered a single goal. So the favorite, we are the favorite, and the pressure it is on Mamelodi Sundowns. And Pirates, like, they should use that into their advantage, and they should box smart and tactical. They should try to match us, because of such games are won because of which team it is tactical better compared to the other one. But what happened last season happened last season. This is a new season, and Pirates have appointed new coaches, and the approach is totally different. And also they strengthened their squad. So like last season results don't matter much, but I'm looking forward to see how they approach this game, because of they have done very well in the last 2 games, and they shouldn't take the foot off the pedal. They should continue pushing and trying to collect those maximum points.
And you remember last season when we went to Orlando, their approach changed. They caught us by surprise. They were so defensive. I think it caught our technical team by surprise, because every time when we play Pirates, it's always basketball end to end. But that game, first half, they sat back, and we had to change things in the second half. With that said, Box, how does Pirates beat Sundowns on Saturday? What do Pirates need to do to beat Sundowns on Saturday?
Hey, beating Sundowns.
Apart from paying the match officials and yeah.
It's going to be a very tough game to beat Sundowns, because you play open game, then you take a risk. You defend, then you commit a suicide.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we'll have to try to find a balance. Don't be too open and don't be too defensive. Just play cautious, very cautious. Then in the goals that Sundowns have conceded, actually I've seen that they concede mostly on counters and transition. So I'm expecting maybe the likes of Hoto to be there, because you play a high line. So the moment they later move, maybe we might get a opportunity, 1 or 2 opportunities there, attack on transition. Maybe we can get something there. Because that's how Sundowns I've seen they concede. Because it's hard to score against Sundowns. But most goals that they conceded, it was mostly like on transition. So maybe we can get something there.
Yeah, no, Lena, I worry about transition, about our rest defense at times. If you look at game Ronald Chiefs in the MTN 8, man, the number of times it was 4v2. Yeah. Perhaps, what do you think they need to do to beat us?
Look, first of all, they need to minimize their mistakes, like the number of mistakes they make at the back. Like they should minimize their mistake. They should not be smart, try to build up from the back. You don't have quality that affords or build up from the back. Don't try to be fancy. Like, get the job done. If Obona rubber press, clear the ball. Don't be smart. Golden Orlando against Pirates and Ruina 3-0, where they passed Tyson. I can't remember what happened, but we managed to regain possession fast and we scored. Like, don't try to be smart. And also, like, play according to your advantage, play according to your strength. You have pacey players, you have nippy players, and also you have Mabasa, like who like his presence inside the box, like it is very deadly. So play according to your strength, play according to the pace of your players. You have Hoto, you have a Pool, and also like the impact that Never Die has on the middle field in terms of his skill, turning, and also linking up with the offensive players. So that is how Pirates can get a point or 3 points. Like box very smart. They don't try to be fancy.
Yeah, no, they need. You want to add something, Box?
No, but let's move. I will point out this thing maybe later on.
If you want to,
no, like he mentioned this thing of like playing from the back.
Yeah.
So I don't. If our coaches are very smart, I think they shouldn't start Tyson in that game.
Okay.
Maybe try Olisenda because I saw he's very comfortable on the ball. Maybe probably the best playing center back in the league.
I think Box, we done shooting now.
I think football tempo this thing. It's not football tempo.
But do you think they would take that risk of playing someone amateur in such a big game where, because one of the points that I had written down, Pirates seem to now have a settled team. You can tell, chances are you can name 9 out of 11 that will start. So I think they like Baxter, they've set that two, yeah, Pile Tyson Mole center back. Hey, do you think they would be brave enough to play a guy who's new in the league, who hasn't had in much game time because it's still early in the season, in such a big game against Sundowns' attack? And even though we all know the calamity that's Tyson, do you think they do that? They take that risk?
The thing is, Sundowns has very smart technical team. If we can go to that game at Orlando, I think it was Shalulile who pressed Tyson, then they made a mistake. He made a mistake, then they scored. Because there's this term in coaching, they call it a qualitative superiority. Yeah. So where coaches, they assign their best player to a defender who's not good enough or maybe not good that technically. So they knew Oguti Tyson is not good technically. Then they set up a pressing trap. Ushalulile went back, then they passed Tyson the ball. He was on him. He went there and pressed the ball, then he scored. So they have to be smart. If they're going to play Tyson, then don't try to build from the back because they're going to set up with pressing traps.
True. I think Pirates needs you on their thing in their dressing room this coming Saturday, Box. Box, how do you think Pirates will line up on Saturday? Give me your starting 11.
Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe the expected or the one. Let me start with the expected.
Okay.
The expected is obviously it will be Mponchane, AP, Tyson, Marco, and Shandu. Then in midfield is Goodman Musile and Abel Mabasu. Then Sakuma Kubela up
just in front of them. Yeah.
Then I'm expecting maybe this time around Hoto to start with Pule on the wings, then Sehofato Mabas.
Yeah, no, that's actually the lineup that I also went with, that I think Pirates will go with. And the one thing that I forgot to mention when we were talking about how Pirates can beat Sundowns, Goodman. Goodman in 92 games at Baroka, he only scored 1 goal. In 4 league games for Pirates this season, he's already scored 2 goals. Do you think maybe the technical team have told him, or no, you need to be a goal-scoring midfielder now? That run that he made into the box for your 3rd goal against Into, that was a brilliant run. I mean, as much as you want your strikers to score goals, but the moment your midfielders chip in with, say, between 5 and 8 goals, per season. It helps you as a team when you challenge for the league. Do you think they've advised him to go for more forward this season?
Yeah, actually, like you see, the partner in Libulen to play Abel Mabaso.
Yeah.
Who's also very good defensively. So even if Goodman make a run, then we know what this one Warmi Namu. Like even Abel also scored a goal.
Yes.
He scored a goal, then it means Umusele
stayed.
Said yeah. So yeah. So I think that partnership is very perfect for each other, and I'm expecting it to continue. They are playing very well. I know Abel Mabaso is not a favorite of many people, but I'm expecting him to start a game, and he's been playing very well.
And the other lineup,
the one that I would prefer, maybe it was only to change Tyson there at the back. Yeah, I think that was the only change that I would make, because I'm not expecting who's this no, the attacker Dlamini. I'm not expecting Dlamini to start the game this time around. He's been very poor. Yeah, he let me down actually with all these opportunities he's getting, but I'm not expecting him to start the game. So Mina, in a space of Tyson, I would play and listen there. But I know those people, they might even start with Nyauza. That parents will never know. Hey, everything is possible.
Yeah, stress
about it. Get few minutes there, but
so your score predictions box.
0-0 or Pirates 2-1 win.
Hey man, who's scoring for Pirates if you guys win?
You know, the only striker in PSL that gets only one chance then is in the back of the net.
Yes, yeah, I know you guys have a fine striker in Tejo, man. I have a feeling he's gonna be a huge asset for the country, man. And I just hope, yes, we rivals and all that, but I really, really hope that he stays injury free this season. And he's up there at the end of the season, when you look at the goal scorers charts, you know, because he's absolutely amazing, man. And yeah, no, really, really hope he stays injury free, because the only thing Sokulisa get the injury, you know. But yeah, no, yeah, do you want to add anything, Box?
No, fine.
All right. No, man, thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciate you taking your time to join us, man. And good luck to your boys at TK Rangers, man. And yeah, we liking what we're seeing from the videos. It's encouraging to see Majida Kasi Amanyani taking up coaching, because Kasi only most of the time we think, you know, you need to be a player to succeed, you know. So yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Wish you and your club all the best of luck. And yeah, I'm not gonna say good luck to your team, good luck to your boys that you coach over the weekend, if Bazala, but not to the team that you support, Box.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Sharp, Box.
Sharp.
Dogish, what's the box now? It's me and you. The best team in the land, Mamelodi Sundowns, man. Yeah, like we had mentioned at the start of the season, or 13 points in this game block would be perfect. We are 3 points away from securing that 13 points, which would be a magnificent start to the season. Yes, we're not playing our best football, but I think it should keep the rivals or title pretenders scared about it. We're not playing our best football yet. We are collecting maximum points. But let's talk about squad management. The boys mentioned a bit of it when they were reviewing game Ronale TX Galaxy. And in the next 7 days, we'll be playing 3 games. It's the game against Pirates on Saturday, the semi-final on Sunday, on the MTN 8 semi-final on Tuesday, and then the league game against Swallows that other Sunday. Do you think it's still early where we can manage squad in terms of giving other guys a break now? Because if you look at how the season has started, we haven't played weekend, midweek. We've only done it once since the season started. Do you think it's still too early to start maybe managing? And like, I'm gonna go to Liverpool. Klopp has started managing the squad from the week before last. Because they playing weekend, midweek, but when it hasn't been happening that much. And yeah, do you think we should manage or go with the guys that have been playing because it's still early in the season?
I think we should try to manage our squad. I think so far, Peter Shalulile and De Hoek has played a couple of games for their country and for Mamelodi Sundowns, and it is a matter of time where one would see a fatigue more. But I think even if we rotate, I think it will be just 1 or 2 positions. It won't be more than 5 where we have to rotate, and we have enough depth to rotate. And also the most important thing about playing a number of games as a player, like you're supposed to tell the coach, I think I'm not fit enough, or I think I'm not ready enough, or I don't have enough legs.
George Libis, Sundowns
but what if you feel a player that is getting some fatigue, and it happened like he make 2 or 1 mistakes that lead to a goal? What would be your reaction? Be true to your body. If you feel hearted, tell the coach, I don't have legs to play this game. Just be true to your body. Because of Otto Foster and make silly errors, then the Costa team, Rajoa, and then Rona go tweet and so now I think when I say play, like, you need to be true to yourself and your body. But for now, I think it is still early. I think computer bobo careful and monet banking I think we are going to be forced to make some changes.
Yeah, and I think right now it's too early. But like Crocs mentioned, Rushin played for Mafita Sundowns last season. He went to Kosafa. He played MTN 8. He played World Cup qualifiers. He started the league, So I think he's the one that we might need to manage. I think I'll start him against Pirates, but on Tuesday in the semi-final, I wouldn't start him. I'll start Grantele Lemosa. I think another thing good Habasoka Badlala Bali 2. So I'd love to see them for Badlala Juan Bali 2, man. Rabs, excuse me. We love the 4-4-2. We love what it brings with. It brings with Diamond Dog. It brings with everything expensive that you can think of. Ne? But as much as we love it, in if we are to be honest, 4-4-2-2-2. Ne? And one of the things that keep picking up at this formation is that we miss a ball carrier for 4-2-2-2, man. We miss someone like Spedel who will carry the ball to the front line, Because if you watched Gamia Galaxy, then I lost counted the number of times Gaston went back to fetch the ball. Like went back to almost to our half, And that's not where you want to see your number 10, because Mole, you want him to be as close as possible to the opposition's box. What's your take on this 4-2-2 formation?
I think 4-2-2 has its own advantages and disadvantages. Like advantages are up front, you have enough numbers to score a lot of goals, and there's a lot of movement. That means you are going to create a lot of chances. But in terms of the disadvantages, it is that one of your midfielders, when the opponents are attacking, that means he has to cover a lot of space. And we've seen Andile Jali covering a lot of space, and you get worried sometimes of maybe he might pull a hamstring or anything can happen. But it has its own disadvantage. And also, if teams like can attack us in the middle or outnumber us in the middle, I think it could be very dangerous. But there, like we have said when we were shooting the season preview, like there are some games where the approach will be suitable if we play 4-2-2-2 or if we play 4-3-3.
Good. Go Batlamon. The Saturday game, are we playing 3 or 2 in the middle?
3.
Who is playing? Who's the third midfield?
Domingo. The reason why you are at 3, like as much as we are the favorites, we shouldn't be ignorant like with our possession, their threats and the danger that they can pose. I think we shouldn't be ignorant, and also we shouldn't focus on ourselves only. Like we should try to eliminate the dangers or cancel the dangers that comes with our opponents. I'll make an example about the UEFA Champions League final when Chelsea was playing Man City, and Pep Guardiola went to the game without a defensive midfielder. Like it shows that Pep was only focusing on his team. Like he wasn't aware, or he ignored the signs that Chelsea might have the advantages or might punish them. So Lorona, we don't want to make those kind of mistakes. And also, like one thing I want to highlight, as much as Tshogomabas is scoring, Orlando Pirates midfielders pushes forward and they score a lot of goals. So you do want to have a balance in the middle field. You want to stop them making those movements. And we've seen their midfielders inside their opponent's box, like the goal that Abel Mabaso scored and the goal that Musila scored. So you want to have enough numbers in the middle field so that Landile Jali doesn't cover a lot of distance, and also we don't get exposed in the middle field.
Yeah, it's funny. At least you watch football, eh? Coach Wulani won't shout at you. You don't watch Algeria ball. You don't watch football, man. So you watch the Champions League. Funny enough, it's funny, what Pep did. He only told the players, I think, a few hours before the final, he's not playing Fernandinho or who's the Spanish guy?
Rodrigo, but Rodrigo was in the squad, and I'll see.
Yeah, but and apparently the players were shocked when he mentioned that to Team Talk. So how do I get range? Because I wanted us to talk a bit, Guyona, whether it's Mkhulise or Domingo. I feel like they are different in a way that Domingo is a better presser than Spelele, and then Spelele carries the ball better into the opponent, the final third opponent, so it will be really interesting. But then I also think, we should go with Tre Mohare, because like you said, when you look at the goals that Pirates scored over the weekend, man, and the like the goal that Musele scored, I can tell you now that was practice in training. That's a training. I because Mabasa, high holder, high time, we get the same kick my bass, and again, I get a through ball, then we get the same time. So, yeah, we need to guard against that, And yeah, how do we beat Pirates? I think we beat Pirates by pressing them high. I think we beat Pirates by putting pressure. They trust in Happy on the ball more than they do on Tyson, and Happy is good the long ball. So we nullify strength Sabona, and then because passing range high Happy is sharp. So by nullifying it at the same time, it's our ball to Tyson, like we are talking box analytic more, because Tyson is not really comfortable on the ball, and then we set the traps again like we did last season. And then, like we mentioned earlier, box and our rest defense needs to be on point, man. You look at Goliele against Cheaper. I think Goliele Yamabasu. Our rest defense needs to be on point, because one, like last season, our coaches have always been saying, Pirates is the most dangerous ball without the ball. You might think, we have them all, we want them, but we need to be careful of the spaces that we leave, and how we win back the ball as soon as we lose it. And I think the most important thing is cutting supply to Mabas. That boy,
yeah,
that boy terrifies. That boy is a striker. I'm fit. He's good in the air. He's good in the ground. He's a complete striker for me, man. So cut supply, and then it frustrates him, and chances I will take him out of the game. So yeah, Wena, how do you think we beat them?
I think the first goal that Chipa scored, we should try to do that more often. Like first, Pirates defend looking at their own own goals. Like we should try to do that. Use the pace of our offensive players, and also.
And sorry to cut you, Anyan. As you're talking about that goal, it wasn't the only chance that Chipa got where they turned defensive Pirates to face their own goals. The ball that Tyson headed to Mahlambi, and Mahlambi failed to capitalize a few yards out of a goal line. They had actually turned defensive Pirates again.
Yeah, no, and also have someone on Hepijele, like, and when you have the ball, Tyson, when you have the ball and you are up against Tyson, like challenge him, go to him direct. And so that one thing I've noticed, Tyson, he gets worried about Tyson, and it forces him to be closer to Tyson because he knows Tyson can make a mistake anytime. So you want to provide cover, or if Tyson gets eliminated or is out of position, I'm there. And sometimes he gets exposed because he has to leave his own position to assist Tyson. And also speaking about Mabas is a brilliant player. Like inside the box, he will punish you. Like you have said, you cut the supplier, he doesn't get enough chances. You force him to get inside of the box to go and ask for the ball. And Mabasa is not mobile. Like he's not your mobile striker who drop deep, try to show some skills in terms of creating his own challenges or goal scoring opportunities. Like he relies on his team. So once you cut the supply, he will be nowhere to be found. So let's make sure he is frustrated, he doesn't get enough ball, so that he gets outside of the box to go to get the ball for himself. And we know, like I've said, he's not a mobile, he's not like the channel Lubo Kemet or Tebso Kutumela, who's more skillful, who will try to create something out of nothing. And one thing that I've noticed, Pirates, when they have the position, you should know that the player who has the ball is as dangerous as the player who doesn't have the ball. Like that goal, if you post it where Mabasa received the ball, you wouldn't be aware Musile was the one who's going to be a goal scorer because of the opponents pay attention more to the guy who has the ball. I'll make an example of our game against Orlando Pirates at I think Nedbank Cup, where Ntumabasa was deep and he played the ball right. He ran to the box. As he was running to the box, he passed Blesser. Blesser wasn't aware of what's happening around him. So you have to read the game. Like you have to study the game. Don't react if you are in action but off the ball. React, like read the game, what's happening around you. And also let the game that you played, I think it was 2 seasons back, where Shompo pressed where he was not supposed to press, and he left Memela, and Memela created that chance for Mango, and they won 1-0. So I think those kind of small mistakes, they count when you play such big games.
Yeah, no, that's it. You've said everything that needs to be said. Yeah. Your lineup?
My lineup, I'd go for I'd have Onyango, I'd have Grant Kekana, right back, Roshan the Hooks, right center back, Lebusa, left center back, Lakay. I'd have Kotia 6, number 8, I'd have AJ and Domingo. Then central forward, Shalulile, and behind him, I would have Tegso Kutumela and Zwan.
Interesting. Yeah. Would you still play Grant even if Tapelo is fit? Granted right back.
I'd play Grant. As much as Grant, but the Tapelo it doesn't create enough chances. If it was someone else, he has an assist or a goal in him, then but
like Timikasi when Robertson is not playing, ne?
Yeah, it's like replacing a like for a like on Tuesday. So I'd start Grant.
Okay. No, now my lineup was the same as yours, except for Tabiso starting on the bench. I would have him as an impact player like he's been. I would have Sereno, but yeah. Score predictions?
We are going to win 2-0.
You want to really clean sheets, ne? I think we will win. I think we'll win 2-1. I think Emma Wasa will punish us. We'll somehow find space and punish us. Who are your goal scorers?
We'll get a goal from a set piece. That means one of our defenders will score again, and also Tepso Kutumela will definitely score.
Gaston and Shalulile will score. Yeah, Masandawana, that's again, that's another installment of the Yellow Corner in the Back. Hope you will enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did recording it, and good luck to the boys. Go to the El Stadio Flompo Kekana and come back with what we always come back with, 3 points. And yeah, we'll see you next week when we preview our game against Truter Swallows. Not sure if it's still Truter Swallows, but when you preview that game. Sharp, Mdogish.
Hula hula.